Hey guys, what's up? H. DeMarzo here from the Tech Cruiser channel. Today we're going to talk about the Nokia Lumia 900. I recently, in the past couple of weekends, had the opportunity to play with and touch and experiment and interact with this phone. And I have to say I'm very, very impressed with this phone. Don't get me wrong, love my iPhone. I'm running all Apple devices. No, I'm not a fanboy. I just like the way their products are right now. Everything I have is Mac. I have a MacBook Pro. I run my iPhone, do all my videos in the car with my phone. So that being said, overall very impressed with this phone. We're going to talk about some of the features today. We're going to talk about a couple of downfalls that I did notice. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing, and let's bring up a spec sheet for you right here on the side. The first thing that I noticed, let's talk about the downfalls first. So one of the first things was, if you're out in the sun, if it's kind of like a hot day, the device is going to get very warm, almost dangerously so. So pay attention to that. You don't want the phone blowing up in your face. You don't want to burn yourself with the phone. So, like I said, just keep that in your mind when you're looking, if you're upgrading recently or soon to be upgrading. It does get very warm. The other thing that I noticed is it makes it very easy to go through your data. If you have a limited data plan, you're either 2, 3, or 4 gigs is your data cap. You're going to want to be very, very cautious if you go with this phone how you go about using that phone, because it does make it very easy to go through your data. Now, all smartphones are designed to be on the internet for email and video and games and all that kind of stuff. So all smartphones by right are designed to use data, but this phone enables you to use a lot of data, almost too much. So that was one of the other things that I kind of noticed. I am considering switching phones, or at least considering this phone when I go to switch. These are the only 2 things that I really noticed that would sway me from buying this phone, are those 2 things. It overheats and it goes through data really very, very easily, because it does have that 4G LTE, which was very surprising. It was very consistent. Yes, it's faster, it's a faster network, but more so than fast, it was very consistent. Where 3G you get those areas that it's not quite so fast in some other areas. It is fast, so it was very, very consistent. It is running on that 1.4 gigahertz processor, so it's a very snappy phone. There was almost no lag, there's no stutter in it. When you're scrolling through it and switching and using apps and doing all this, doing everything you do with the phone, it was very quick. It was very easy. There was a learning curve with the new OS, the Microsoft Metro UI with Windows 7, Windows 8 to be coming out very soon. There was a little bit of a learning curve to kind of figure out how to navigate through the phone. I didn't like how the menus are all set up. It's all in a row and screens slide over, so it takes a lot of getting used to. Once you're past that point, though, it can be a very pleasurable experience using this phone. The screen size is huge. It's got a massive screen, 4.3-inch AMOLED screen, which pops. The colors just jump out of the screen at you. The blacks are very, very black. The colors are bright. They're on point. It does have the an 8-megapixel camera for your pictures and your video and all that kind of stuff. Picture quality is amazing. Even on the digital zoom, when you zoom all the way in, normally pictures you take are going to be very grainy and pixely. I didn't really notice too much of that when zooming into something that's relatively far away. The video quality was like you're there. Obviously you're there, but when you're looking at the video later on, it's not going to be like you're looking at the video on a screen. It's going to look like the video is right there, like you were back when you took the video. So very, very good camera. Very impressed with that. Some of the features that it had just kind of blew me away. The voice recognition, the voice search was super precise and on point. You know, recognized in a relatively noisy environment, it was able to pick out what you were saying. So I was very impressed with that. The Local Scout, which is kind of a service that, you know, sources bars and pubs and eateries and shopping, you know, experiences and things to do and see. That was kind of a very cool feature. It had a translate feature. If you go into the Bing search, it has a translate via the camera. You take a picture of something, a piece of text, and it'll translate it to one of 39 different languages, which is very cool because it goes back and forth. If somebody sends something to you in Japanese or in Greek or Swedish, whatever the language is, it'll translate that back to English for you, which was very cool. The other great thing that I loved about this phone, you know, because a lot of us don't have extravagant pocketbooks, we don't have a lot of funds to work with. It was a $99 phone with a new 2-year agreement, which makes it super affordable because the iPhones, most of them are about $199, about $199 with the new plan. That's kind of been their standard with the most recent phone that came out. They also go up in price. The Android phones, yes, they range from about 99 bucks to all the way up to, I've seen them expensive as $499. So this Nokia phone sits kind of at a very comfortable price point at right around 100 bucks. Of course, bigger data plans, bigger voice plans, all that's going to change your monthly fee. That's not going to be any less expensive. So that's kind of really all I got. I just kind of wanted to share that with you. I said yesterday that I would do a more detailed video explaining it. So here it is. This one's going to be exclusively on Google+. Sorry, YouTube. But if you followed from YouTube, congratulations. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my Google+ feed. I'd appreciate it. You guys help the community go around. Help me go around. So until next time, keep it real.